Multiple police officials and a businessman were arrested accused of running an immigration fraud scheme.
America, we just uncovered a brazen corruption scheme in law enforcement. Multiple Louisiana police chiefs have been arrested for running a 10-year immigration fraud operation where they sold fake police reports to illegal immigrants for $5,000 each. These weren't criminal crimes. They were completely fabricated armed robbery reports designed to help foreign nationals get U visas reserved for crime victims.
Multiple Louisiana police chiefs are now accused of being involved in an immigration visa fraud scheme. Now take a look at video from the raid in Oakdale.
What is up, guys? Tyson Dela Cruz here. Thank you so much for rocking with me. This story proves that corruption in our immigration system goes all the way to the top of law enforcement. These police chiefs literally sold their badges and public trust for cash while helping people game our immigration system. Let me break down the absolute wild corruption scheme. For 10 years, a network of Louisiana police officers created fake police reports of armed robberies that never happened, listed foreign nationals as victims to help them obtain U visas.
Last summer, investigators started tracking what seemed like a high number of armed robberies.
I've never seen anything quite like this.
Many of the victims listed were not from Louisiana.
In fact, the armed robberies never took place, and those listed in the applications were never victims of crime.
The scheme involved 4 corrupt law enforcement officials: the Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle, City Marshal Mark Slanley, Forest Hill Police Chief Glenn Dixon, and former Glenmouth Police Chief Thibault Asinai. I probably butchered their names there, but you get the point. The mastermind behind this operation was Sandra Kant Patel, an owner of a Subway restaurant in Oakdale, who paid these corrupt cops $5,000 for each fake police report. Speaking of systems that are confusing and full of people trying to take advantage of you, if you're over 65 or older and dealing with Medicare, you know exactly how overwhelming it could be. Just like these corrupt officials took advantage of the immigration system, there are plenty of people in the Medicare world who don't have your best interests in heart. That's why I want to tell you about Chapter. They're a free service that connects you with trusted advisors who actually advocate for you, not the insurance companies. No pushy sales tactics. They don't push you towards certain plans, just honest guidance to help you find the Medicare coverage that fits your specific needs and budget. Here's what makes Chapter different. Their trusted advisors take the time to understand your situation, explain your options in plain English, and help you make the right choice for your particular circumstances. Whether you're new to Medicare or looking to switch plans, they'll walk you through everything step by step. If you want to talk to somebody who actually cares about getting you the right Medicare plan, call 270-467-0614 or go to askchapter.org/Tyson. That's askchapter.org/Tyson. Don't let the system leave you confused. Get the help that you deserve. Now back to how this corruption scheme actually worked. Here's how this criminal scheme operated. Patel would collect thousands of dollars from foreign nationals who wanted U visas, then pay the corrupt police officials $5,000 each to create false police reports listing these people as victims of armed robberies that never happened.
The indictment says the owner of a Subway in Oakdale, Sandra Kant Patel, paid the officers $5,000 for each false report.
We expect law enforcement officers to protect the public and to honor their trust, not to sell that trust and the honor of their badges for personal gain.
U visas are specifically reserved for victims of serious crimes who cooperate with law enforcement. By creating these fake crime reports, these corrupt officials were helping people circumvent the entire immigration system.
Fake reports were used by foreign nationals to apply for U visas, a type of visa reserved for victims of crimes.
Federal prosecutors warn that false visas can facilitate illegal activities in the United States, including financial crimes, crimes of violence, narcotics, and human trafficking. Exactly what we're seeing these criminal networks do. The arrests were absolutely dramatic. Federal agents conducted raids across multiple parishes, and 2 police chiefs were actually arrested in the Crown Plaza Hotel in Baton Rouge while attending a Louisiana Association of Police Chiefs convention.
Starting close to home around 5 o'clock this morning, federal agents raided the Crown Plaza Hotel, where the Louisiana Association of Police Chiefs convention was taking place. That's where sources tell the WAFBI team at least 2 police chiefs were taken into custody.
Think about the irony here. Police chiefs getting arrested in their own professional conference for corruption. The FBI, ICE, and IRS worked together with Louisiana police on this investigation.
Zooming out now to the northwest in Rapides Parish, FBI and ICE agents were seen assisting police at a property in Forest Hill. research by KALB TV connected that address to Forest Hill Police Chief Glenn Dixon.
Simultaneous raids hit properties connected to Forest Hills Police Chief Glenn Dixon and Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle. The Oakdale Police Department confirmed Chief Doyle's arrest just before the news broke.
And then over in Allen Parish, law enforcement was seen entering the homes of Oakdale Police Chief Chad Doyle and City Marshal Freck Slaney, according to KPLC TV in Lake Charles. The feds have not confirmed the names of any of those arrested today, and we're told at least part of this probe could be centered around federal reimbursements.
The scope of this corruption is staggering. Investigators say this scheme led to thousands of foreign nationals illegally obtaining visas over a 10-year period. We're talking about potentially thousands of fraudulent immigration documents. A law enforcement official made a powerful statement about the betrayal of the public trust.
99.9% of law enforcement is good. We do a great job. We go there, work every day. We get up. We do what we're supposed to do. For whatever reason, the lure of money or whatever it is that leads them to do the wrong thing, don't do it.
The group is facing dozens of counts, including mail fraud, money laundering, and conspiracy to commit visa fraud. More charges are possible as the investigation continues. This Louisiana corruption scheme perfectly illustrates how our immigration system is being gamed at every level. When police chiefs, the people we trust to enforce the law, are selling fake crime reports to help people circumvent immigration law, the entire system is compromised. Think about what this means for legitimate crime victims. Real victims of real crimes now have to compete for resources and attention with hundreds of fake victims created by corrupt police officials. The corruption just doesn't undermine immigration law, it undermines the justice for actual crime victims. The fact that investigators notice a number of high-armed robberies with victims not in Louisiana shows how obvious this fraud was. These corrupt officials weren't even trying to hide their scheme. They were that confident that they wouldn't even get caught. Now let's talk about the money involved in this scheme. At least $5,000 per fake police report, with hundreds of fraudulent visas issued over a 10-year period. We're potentially looking at millions of dollars in corruption payments. Patel, the Subway owner, is essentially running an immigration fraud business. Foreign nationals would pay him thousands of dollars. He would pay corrupt cops $5,000 each for fake police reports and pocket the difference. This was organized crime disguised as a legitimate business. The federal investigation also looked into federal reimbursements, suggesting that there may have been additional fraud involving government funding for criminal victim services or law enforcement grants. The corruption may go even deeper than we know. Court dates have not been set yet, but these officials are facing some serious criminal charges that could result in decades in prison. When you sell your badge and betray public trust, there should be severe consequences. America, this Louisiana corruption scheme exposes the rot in our immigration system. When police chiefs, the people we trust to protect and serve, are selling fake crime reports to help people game our immigration laws, the entire system is compromised. For 10 years, these corrupt officials helped hundreds of foreign nationals obtain visas they weren't entitled to, undermining both immigration law and the justice of real crime victims. They sold their badges, their integrity, and public trust for $5,000 payments from a Subway restaurant owner. This is exactly why President Trump's immigration enforcement is so critical. The corruption goes all the way to the top of local law enforcement. If police chiefs are willing to sell fake crime reports, what other parts of our immigration system are compromised? The good news is that federal authorities are finally cracking down on this type of corruption. The FBI, ICE, and IRS are working together to expose this scheme and hold these corrupt officials accountable. But how many other schemes like this are operating right now that we don't even know about? This case proves that immigration fraud isn't just about people crossing the border illegally. It's about organized corruption that undermines our entire legal system. When law enforcement officials become criminals, everyone suffers. This is exactly why we need comprehensive immigration reform and serious consequences for corruption at this level. Let me know what you guys think about this. Drop it down in the comment section down below. Smash the like button if you kindly would. Share, subscribe, and as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one.